Korea has some interesting places, but by far one of the most interesting places in the country is here way on the south coast. On this mid-sized island called Namhae, you'll come across a village which doesn't really fit in with the rest of Korea's aesthetic. This is Namhae German Village, a fairly well-known place by a lot of Koreans, a small, weird caricature interpretation of Germany almost 5-hour drive away from the capital of Seoul. And this weekend was their annual Oktoberfest, which has been held here every year since 2010. A few of us had heard about this Oktoberfest celebration here in the Namhae German Village, so this year when we found out the dates, we scrambled to book a place to stay nearby, which was surprisingly difficult, so that we could visit, drink beer, eat sausage and schnitzel, and listen to yodeling music. Now, Namhae isn't too far away from me and my friend Jisung, maybe only a 50-minute drive, and with the October weather really coming in clutch with that mid to low 20 degrees Celsius, we could definitely tell that this was going to be a good trip. We got to our Airbnb, which was only a 15-minute walk from the German village. It was part of this big house, but really we only had this one room, which was decent for 4 people to share for one night.
Did you hear what the next door neighbor was complaining about?
What?
They thought they had booked a pension. You know what I mean?
This is pretty good. Plenty of space.
Oh yeah, plenty of space, and they have the thick mattress things, not like just laying
Nice.
on the floor.
No bidet.
Oh, it's gonna be the worst day of my life.
Worst bidet of your life. We got here a little earlier than our friends Austin and Courtney, who you may know from his YouTube channel Eating What Is Given. So we cracked open a couple of beers that we bought at a convenience store on the way and decided to check out what was happening outside. I won't be driving anymore today, so I can have a beer. Beer number 1. We'll see how many beers we get through today. I got lawnmower. That's like the push lawnmower, but not much of a lawn.
Are those cakes?
Oh yeah. San Miguel. What's in here? They have like
It's a kitchen.
barbecue joint. Everything. Oh, they got griddle. Are you friendly? Oh, you look old. Crusty.
Hi.
He's got a nice tail.
Hi.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's a boy. Got
Boy?
balls.
Oh,
But he's
jeez.
got the fixed balls.
What have they done to you, my boy?
He looks old, doesn't he?
They're a little bit cautious.
Yeah, they're a little bit skittish.
This is such a cute shot.
Ew, they're kissing.
Our friends arrived and we promptly made our way to the German village, which when I said was only like a 15-minute walk away, that was a 15-minute walk basically uphill the entire time. But luckily the weather was nice and cool and there wasn't too many cars, and on top of that they had laid out some cones to create sort of like a temporary sidewalk for pedestrians, so it didn't feel too dangerous. They had for the most part closed down the main road of the German town, only allowing a few cars to pass through, which was really nice since it felt a lot safer to walk around here as well.
Yeah, this is the best matchip in the German village in Korea. Danke Schnitzel. It's really, really good. Really good.
We just managed to arrive just before the mini parade up the main road, so we decided to run over to the first place selling beers and grabbed ourselves our first German beers of the night, and then followed the parade up the hill to the main festival area.
자, 바로 위에 있는 메인 무대까지만 올라갑니다. 예!
As we got closer to the top of the hill, it was more obvious how popular this festival is. And mind you, this had already been going on for about 2 or 3 days. This is where we also got the chance to learn a little more about the history of the German village here in Namhae from this rock.
During the 1960s, 1970s, we were really poor. Our country was really poor. For our families, we went to a faraway country, Germany, right? 광고 모르겠지만 this is nursing. Young people of Korea went to Germany for this and nursing. I don't know what 광고 means. Let's look it up.
I heard it was miners. I heard it was mining as well.
So she's saying that for everyone's sacrifice, like sweat and tears, this is a part of really wonderful Korea's history. And then the Gwangbu, their names.
Just adding to what was written on the rock, once the nurses and miners came back from Germany, this town was made for them to live in, as some had come back with German spouses, and I guess they thought this was a way to make them feel more at home. We made our way into the main festival area, and the atmosphere was actually pretty great. Lots of people having fun, drinking, eating, and the beer hall had constant entertainment and mini contests. So a little earlier, we saw some people walking around with these big steins, so we also wanted to grab some for ourselves. They were 20,000 won each and came with a free beer coupon that we could redeem over at this tent.
Very bad. Have a great time. Are we saying Frost?
Frost. P-R-O-S-T.
I'm like, yeah, Frosty.
I get a nice mustache.
No, you have none.
But that's when we heard an announcement for a beer chugging competition, which, upon hearing, Austin perked up with excitement and vigor as he stormed his way to the stage to show everyone how it's done.
대전 사람입니다.
대전. 뭐라고요?
한화 이글스 파이팅!
하나 이글스 야구는 됐어. 싸움다.
And of course, he won.
프로스트 스타트. 대전 승리.
And of course, he was recognized.
아니 이분 한국어 처음이지 카이스트 교수 오스틴 나 비슷하게 닮았어 나 몰랐어.
안녕하세요 여러분. 너무 재밌어요. 랑카제입니다.
사진 한번 찍어주세요. 카이스트 문턱도 못 가봤지만 하나 둘 셋. 나 교수하고 사진 찍었고 자 왔어. 고르세요. 노트북 빼고.
And then after smashing the competition, we needed a bite. So we found the nearest pretzel vendor to grab some pretzels, which were pretty good, albeit stale because they've probably been sitting out all day.
Totally agree with that.
They're not over salted, which is really great.
Here, I'm gonna just
She's skinny.
grab one of these guys.
Grab this and then pull. Hey,
와, 맛있어.
you dig where it matters.
We managed to catch some entertainment, including some yodeling, which this guy obviously enjoyed. And then the hunt for a spot to sit down began. And while the main beer hall was full, there was a second beer hall which was also full, but to be honest, this wasn't for us because they were just playing Korean trop music the whole night. And if you're curious about what Korean trop music is, just go ahead and give it a search on YouTube. So we managed to find a spot a little away from the main area under some trees, and a couple of us headed off to grab some food. I went and bought some sausages with sauce and bread, which are pretty good to be honest, much better than any of the sausages you can really buy in the supermarkets here in Korea. And then Austin came back after a while carrying 2 plates of schnitzel with some sauerkraut, fries, and sauce. And for those who don't know, schnitzel is like a big, flat, battered and deep fried piece of meat, which is kind of similar to tonkatsu, at least that's what most of the Koreans will compare it to. But here's a little schnitzel check along with a sneaker check. The food was surprisingly good considering it's festival food, but personally I think sitting here under the trees, listening to distant music with a pitcher of beer to sip on, made the food taste just that little better.
Wow. Actually.
We pretty quickly devoured all the food, but we're still pretty hungry, so we decided to head back down into the village because the one thing we wanted to eat while we were here was roasted pig's foot, or Schweinhax, which I'm pretty sure I can't pronounce properly. I've had some pretty bad experience with pig's feet at a certain restaurant here in the German village, which I'm not going to name, but I made sure that we didn't go to that restaurant this time. Instead, we went to this one, which I've been to before, and from what I can remember, it was pretty good. And I guess the place being packed was a good sign too. So we sat down, ordered the pig's foot, and some goulash, which I've heard of but never tried. And we also ordered some sour beer, which were not super sour, but probably my favorite beer we had that day.
Yeah, it's so good.
Sour, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
How big is the bottle?
It looks like we should get dugae.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's get two.
let's get two. I've actually never seen that in Korea, and it's a really good beer. We used to carry it at Murray's Cheese.
Yeah.
Great sour beer, German
Murray's
sour.
Cheese?
I used to work at a cheese shop. Do you know
Oh,
that?
in America?
Yes,
Yeah.
I heard.
Okay,
Yeah. We had a beer program too. It's a famous one.
Yeah,
let's try it.
I heard all about it.
All right. So do you
Is
guys
this
want
not
to do
too
like?
much food?
That was pretty quick.
You ready? I'm gonna go set it on the table.
At your face.
Oh wow. Really afraid I'm gonna spill this. This is heavier than that soup. It looks. Oh, that's what we ordered.
Jokbal, deep fried.
Was it deep fried or is it?
Yeah,
I think it's deep fried. I think
it's cooked and
it's
then
both.
deep fried.
Yeah, it's baked and then deep fried. I think.
Oh my goodness, this is.
Wow. That's amazing. This is a naturally sour German, traditional sour German beer. This is like the OG sour beer. Ooh, champagne. Ah, it smells like cheese.
Oh,
Doesn't it?
Like,
Yeah.
like wine as well at the
Yeah,
same time.
cheese and wine.
Like a sweet.
Lactate. Champagne, baby. Beautiful. Trade me.
It's alright.
You can tell this is the German sour. Cheers.
Good sour.
You know, yeah, right?
Tastes like prosciutto. Feeling as if we'd exhausted all our options at the Oktoberfest though, we decided to head back to our hotel for the night, which was another 15-minute walk back, but this time downhill. But anyway, that was what Oktoberfest in Korea is like. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have the chance to visit next year, I do recommend it. I know I'll probably be there again next year.